Happy Sunday. The truth of the matter is, in life, we are all going to go through times when we are rejected. I understand that rejection hurts, and rejection makes you feel ways that you don't want to feel. It's gonna make you say to yourself, am I good enough? What's wrong with me? How did you pick them, but not me? Rejection has a very loud voice that is all fear-based. The truth of the matter is that we all experience rejection. People may say, Chase, you don't ever get rejected. That's not true. I was talking to a girl who had every telltale sign she was interested in seeing where things went with me. I even asked other people about it to make sure I wasn't looking too deep into things, but when it came to trying to make plans, all I got in response was, I can't today. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Never made an attempt to reschedule or plan around her schedule. So I asked her what her schedule looked like so I could better plan around what she had going on. And instead of being an adult and expressing that she was not interested, I got blocked without a word exchanged. Was that the answer I was hoping for? No, but I received it because they were giving me their truth. Many times when we are rejected, that doesn't mean the problem is you. It's maybe something that's going on with them, or it's just not the right fit. An actor, for example, might see themselves as a great fit for a role in their mind, but may not be what the producer is looking for. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, or that you're broken, or that you're no good, or that there's nothing great about you. It just means that this is not your opportunity right now. You are called to be great. You are called to walk in liberty in every area of your life, and many times you can feel bound when someone that you really want to connect with for whatever reason gives you a no. But rejection is always protection. I promise that your door of opportunity is going to open, and it's just up to you to be ready by not allowing the rejection that you feel to break you down. There's so many more greater things coming for you, and you cannot allow your life to be based on one person's opinion. It doesn't make them bad that they rejected you. You may just not be what they want, but I promise you there's someone waiting for you. I know it's hard to wait for that person to come, and so many times you may find yourself looking for something that is meant to find you. I know I struggle with this immensely, and I look for some sort of connection or approval from others to appease my own self-image. I usually feel happy and content with who I am and where I'm going in life, but the feeling of doing it all alone knocks the back of my head until I can't ignore it anymore. I've found myself doing things I always thought I wouldn't do, such as joining a dating app, just so I didn't feel as lonely. The hardest part of my most recent breakup was not losing the person, but losing someone who was just a call or text away, who I felt like cared about me and would give me the time of day. I've been chasing that feeling, that connection, for weeks at this point, and it still eludes me, and I pray that one day I wake up and I'm free of that desire, but it still has yet to come. I don't always feel that feeling, but when I go out in public, especially at events where I try to distract myself and do things that make me happy, I always am reminded of how alone I am there. I always tell myself I'm happy being single, and for the most part that's true, because I do not miss the struggle of having a relationship, but I don't have anyone who I feel like loves me, romantically or platonically, and that's the hardest part of being single. I've sent Instagram DMs, Snapchat quick ads, Hinge prompt responses, Tinder likes, and even two TikTok DMs, all because I wanted to feel like someone wanted to talk to me, even if it was temporary. I found myself even struggling to find friends since most of mine moved away now or are too busy to do stuff on a Tuesday at 7 p.m. I have people to talk to, but I don't consider them a friend because there's just a mental block I can't seem to break down that tells me they only want to talk to me out of boredom or because we work together. Loneliness can break you down as a person, but staying positive is important. It's hard to realize that the people who you thought were there to destroy you were actually your greatest teachers. In life, you often love these people, often get attached to these people, often get excited about these people, and when we don't know when to let go, then God will allow a challenge to come that will bring separation. And it sucks because nobody wants to go through those things, especially if you're the kind of person who's experienced a lot of rejection and experienced a lot of hurt from those you want to be close to. The last thing I want is to be connected to a person and have to let go. But the truth is, if we don't learn to let people go in the universe, then the universe will force you apart, and fighting it will cause more hurt than what it is ever worth. After the separation happens, we are often mad and upset and resentful or even hateful of what it is we are separated from, and it causes us to make excuses that the person we are separated from is now evil. I used to feel like I had to hate anyone who didn't like me, that anyone who wasn't on my side was against me, and I've experienced the other side of the aisle. I know what it's like to feel like I'm disliked for things I can't control, or for no reason at all, like I was the problem just for existing in someone else's world. A few months back, I was fired, for lack of better word, from a job I was proud of to have been selected for. And I remember calling my at the time girlfriend to tell her what had happened. And I remember she was mad at the situation, that I was done wrong and that I should have been spiteful to the guy for the decision he made, but I wasn't. I didn't try to be, because in my heart I couldn't find it in me to get angry at him about it. I understood why he made the decision he did, and that he had done so not because there was a problem with who I was or how I performed in my job, but simply because what he had set out to fulfill in his mind wasn't what I had to provide. And that's the point of this whole thing. People are not inherently bad, they're just not good for you. And I want you to think about that message and what it means to you. I don't know how much longer I'm going to treat this like my therapist, but I just need to press R on my keyboard and get everything off my chest so I can move on and complete this part of healing from everything I've gone through the last few months. I hope I can upload a video that's much more positive and share some positive experiences I've had, but for the time being, that'll have to wait. So, in other news, I did acquire a bag of kettle corn yesterday, so I guess that's something to look forward to. But other than that, it's been pretty bleak. So yeah, that's about it. Stay tuned.